bagels. I hope that's not one of my damn hairs. The struggle. So according to my iPhone, I'm supposed to be able to do that whole screen recording while in an app using my microphone, such as, Messenger or whatever. Hopefully, here in a second, we'll be able to test that out. And see if that is, in fact, true. Hopefully I'll be able to call my daughter, Holly. Yep. I love me some strawberry cream cheese. So, how you been? Hope you guys are doing okay. Sitting on my beanbag chair. Boy, them roots. Why don't y'all never say anything to me? Y'all should tell you, girl. Hey, girl. Them roots. That ain't it. And pause this. I'll go get some drink. Okay. So I'm back. I hope my last video resonated with Tysm Draper. I'm just kidding. You can do what you want to with your hair, man. But you should grow it back. But also, there's some other true crimers and just all around good content. Daisy's mentioned her before. I think she's fabulous. Nor Jasmine. I was watching one of her earlier videos, and guess what she was doing? It was so awesome. She was riding around in a car, just like me. Dropping F-bombs, just like me. Not giving a crap, just like me. I love her. And you should too. And the world needs to know more about channels like this. And that's part of what my job is to do. Spread that message. Like my backdrop that I've been working on, that I can see, that you guys can't really see. You've seen parts of it before, but you haven't seen it like this. So, I'm still working on it, which is why you can't see it. Because it's not done yet. And I want it to be a surprise. For everyone that inspired me to do it. Whether they did intentionally or whatever, it's going to be pretty cool. At least I think so. Yeah. I like it. I like it. I think I'm going to end up needing another bagel. But, now that we've got that out of the way. My big pink cup. I'm hoping that Holly calls me back soon and that I can do that interview with her, because I have some really good questions to ask her. And so I think that perspective from that age range, or I guess what you call generational group, I guess was the word I was looking for. Brain fart. Burp. Sorry. Not sorry. I think it's good to have a little bit of insight from them now, so you kind of have an idea of where they're coming from, or the scope of where they're coming from, I guess. But yeah, that's gonna be cool. I can't wait for you guys to see it. So, thank you for showing me all the love. And guess what, guys? Guess what? Oh my God, we're literally like one subscriber away from being at 100 subscribers. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm gonna lose my mind. Seriously. Because it's kind of cool to see all the, like, whether or not people think I put in a lot of work, I do put in a lot of thought and a lot of hours, literally man hours, where I'm sitting around, whether it's on my phone or in my little area back here, doing research or working on the art, which I promise you guys, I have been mixing paint. There will be art soon, swear. Don't give up on the artist here. She is working. It's just so, it's hard sometimes. It's not that there's a lack of inspiration, because there's not a lack of inspiration. There's lots of it out there. You just have to go find it. It is a lack of, maybe it is motivation a little bit. Not, I don't know if that's the word I want to use, but anyways, it's still there. The artist within me is still very much there. I'm pretty sure you guys are all aware of that. You can't really contain that in me. I think humans are a work of art in and of themselves. Really. When you think about it, if you think that we were either way, whether you think we were created by a group of beings through science, or you think that we were created from a source creator, which I believe no matter how you look at it, we were created from one source. And if he commanded those group of beings to create us, we're still a byproduct of said source. So either way, source did it. But that was his way of expressing his or her, they, them, whatever. Let's not get hung up on that fickle stuff. Whatever they were trying to convey through their artistic expression was the human species. That's just maybe like a theory or a thought that I want to toss out there. Not to say that's the truth, but there could be some truth in that. Who knows? Who knows? I think that's part of the experience here, or the journey here, is to do stuff like that, to learn from your life's path and your life experiences, and then obtain your own truth. Because we write reality. So it is we that must rewrite reality. You better call me. You better call me soon. My darling, It feels like it's been ages. I was just thinking about that. Our first conversation, which was the only like conversation we've had, was so long. And it's like, wow, you know that we've known each other through many lifetimes, just based on the intensity of the immediate connection. And oh God, just like he said, I think he is such a beautiful expression of a soul. You gotta call me. So, that's 007. Everybody, please go and check him out and go show some love over there. Because he's awesome. I just can't even put into words how awesome he is. And he's so much like me that I can't even stand it. I just want to pinch his cheeks and just, you're awesome, babe. So, I think I'm going to do more of these bagel things, and, especially if you get, I mean, it seems to me, just based on my analytics, that it is one of those things. I'm sitting on a beanbag chair, by the way, so it sinks in, that's why it does that. Based on my analytics, it seems that those are also well received, so, let me know what you think about bitching over bagels, and also the segment called Let's Talk About, and that's where I'll just be periodically updating you on channels that I've discovered that I think are really insightful, like Seven Spalding. Please go check him out as well. Yeah, gotta show Seven some love. Things like this are so needed right now. Because even though 2020 has been pretty traumatic, don't think that once the clock ticks midnight on December 31st that suddenly it's done and all of the shit that's happened this year isn't going to bleed over into 2021, because some of it is going to trickle down. And I think we were all, we could pretty much assume that was going to happen. But we're going to get there, guys. We're going to get there. Little baby steps. Little baby steps. Lots of artwork. Lots of kookiness, because how else are you going to get through the madness without the kookiness? You know? I'm looking at my other thing over here, which is a box that is all turned upside down right now because it's got stuff in it. So when I painted on it, it was the opposite. And I was just looking at that, and so, just some little hints about things that are going to be coming up in 2021. Finally going to be starting the National Park series that I promised. It's coming. Copyright-free images and stuff like that ready to go for the first video. Also, we're going to be talking about and that letter G, and we're also going to be talking about the UN Agenda 21, as well as the connection between all of those things that I just mentioned, missing 411 as well. And if you're looking at me like, Emma, you make no sense whatsoever. Well, if you can just periodically obtain some of what I'm throwing out there at you and take notes here and there, hopefully you'll be able to put all the pieces together when the madness calms down. Because I promise you, there is connection between all of them. There's connection between all of us, me, you, the universe. We're all connected. So, collective consciousness is raising, our vibrational frequency is raising, so yeah. And guess who just got another year older? Me. But that's okay, because with age comes wisdom. Sometimes you have to learn from your mistakes to obtain wisdom and knowledge. I do believe that. If you just keep doing the same thing and keep, you know what I mean, and you don't try to do things different. I mean, you can keep doing the same thing, but then that's kind of called insanity if you want to expect different results. I don't know, though. I kind of feel like sometimes I did that until I got a different result. I mean, I would do it until I got a different result, no matter what it was. Sometimes it wasn't always the result that I wanted, but either way, it ended up affecting me in a way that was better for me in the long run. You know what I mean? Like, when I would look back, or when I look back now and I reflect on some of the things that, like, I've been through or whatever, it, at the time, it was like, did that really work out so well for you? Well, no, it didn't work out well for me at that time, at that very moment. It was working out terribly for me. But when I had time to reflect on that and learn from that, then I, of course, gained knowledge and insight about that. And that, I think, has made me a much better person than, say, the person that I was 10 years ago or 15 years ago, even 20 years ago. Because I can remember stuff that happened 20 years ago, and I wasn't just a little kid 20 years ago either. I was actually a teenager. Oh my goodness. That's been happening to me a lot lately. Having to I think it's like kind of like a mini midlife crisis, because you're only as old as you feel. But I have to acknowledge certain things, like things have changed, time has passed, significant amount of time have passed. There's a lot of evidence of that, especially in my world, very much real, visible proof of the passing of time. Example, my granddaughter, and she's walking, you guys. She's already walking. She just turned 9 months old a couple days ago. Is that normal? I don't think that was normal when we were kids. Somebody answer that for me, please. Leave a comment below. I don't think babies were walking when they were 9 months old. I'm pretty sure they fucking were, because my daughter didn't start walking until she was about 11 or 12 months old. 11 months old. It was exactly 11 months old. So yeah. Issa was literally taking steps before she turned 9 months old. A couple days before she turned 9 months old, she was taking steps. So I'm just like, my brain cannot even comprehend the quickness that these little whippersnappers are learning at these days. So, yeah. But it's like, Emma, look how quick you did stuff. I'm so ass backwards, y'all. I might as well have an ass up here because I'm so ass backwards. It's ridiculous. But the madness is pretty funny at times. I think it takes a person like me to deal with the kind of stuff that I deal with and have dealt with in my life. And also to be in this global situation right now and navigate through it as seemingly easy as I appear to. Because let me tell you, in here, I'm not navigating through it so well. Sometimes I'm kind of like on autopilot navigating through this whole thing. But there's a lot of stuff that still is going to come to light through all of this. I think the best thing we can do is cut ourselves off of the mainstream cable system if you can get like a Fire Stick or a Chromecast or something like a smart TV where you're able to access outside programming, even though, you know, sometimes they get nabbed up and they get censored on micro levels like they try to do here, it's better than just getting it force fed to you like it is on the mainstream. So, honestly, it's been one of the best things that happened to me in the last decade was getting away from cable television. It has been a big thing that has actually set off a domino effect in other areas of my life, which is how I came to be here. Honestly, I think if I was still watching cable TV, if I was still that, you know, that gal, that chick that watched cable TV, I probably wouldn't have my channel. I wouldn't know all of you wonderful people. I even have an Instagram, which is crazy to me still. I still don't even, I guess I'm that like old school. I'm on the end of the 80s decade, but I'm still like a very old school like type person where things are like so bizarre to me. But at the same time, they're so fascinating, which is why I like channels like Wolfwood and stuff like that. I love to learn about people and people that live in other parts of the country and people that are into the same weird things as me sometimes and just want to leave that behind for their kids, for their grandkids, you know, for the future. Because there may come a time in the future where you're not allowed to say how you feel and say what's on your mind and say what you think about the things that you're seeing that are going on around you. And at least if that was to happen, my phone just suddenly cut on, sorry about that. If that was to happen, then at least there would be a little bit of what used to happen here, you know what I mean? What used to happen before they took our words and before they tried to hijack our thought and turn us into little complacent and mindless sheeple. Sheeple. I can't stand it. And then I still can't. Just pause that right there. Man, I like that Liquid Stranger, but not right now. I'm trying to talk to my people. And before I get started on some art, because I covered up. Let it slip. Guess what, guys? We're gonna go old school Emma. We're covering up a piece that Emma's already covered up once. So this is gonna be really exciting. So you guys definitely have to come back and see what's in store for the recycled piece, which I'm going to be doing any minute now. I hear footsteps.